Wow, this is a good one. I know a couple people have done a video or discussed about this, but this is great. I've been wanting to do this for a couple of days. I just been really had to go around to it, NHL playoffs, going to work and whatnot. You know, so yeah, I figure it's Sunday morning. I was like, let's get down to business. This is good. There's a video with this. This is good. Law and Order star praises girl 11 who fended off a suspected kidnapper using tip for SVU. Ooh, it's gonna get good. Okay, let's get down to it. West Pensacola, Florida. Law and Order star Mariska is praising an 11-year-old girl who fended off a suspected kidnapper using a tactic from the show. The Escambina Sheriff's Office said the suspect, Jared Paul Standa, is charged with attempted kidnapping of a child under 13, aggravated assault, and battery. Identified only by her first name, Alyssa resisted the suspect who came out of the white vehicle and tried to abduct her at knife point while she was at a bus stop, deputy said. The 30-year-old suspect attempted to tackle and grab Alyssa before she broke free from her would-be captor, smearing the blue slime on him in the process. Alyssa says she smeared the substance on the perpetrator thanks to the regularly watching Hargadis career Olivia Benson on Law & Order Special Victims Unit. And that's a tweet from the real, the character Olivia Benson. She's been on the star up there, playing Olivia Benson, but Mariska has been star for over 21 years in her 21st season. She has also starred in some movies back then. I remember there was one episode of, I can't think of the name yet. Oh, I can't. I'll think of it when it comes around there. But anyways, how watching SVU helped this 11-year-old girl fight off an attempted kidnapping. Yeah. Anyway, won't show too long, and it's like that. But yeah, here's the right there. She wrote down, Lisa, first and foremost, I am so relieved, grateful you are safe. I am so honored to be part of your incredible story. You're one brave, strong, smart young woman. I think the SVU squad might have it to add slime for their crime-fighting care. Take good care of yourself and each other. With all my love, your number one fan, Mariska. Hashtag repost at today with make repost. A crazy story with even crazier twist. Watch the video, read more about the clue that helped the cops track him down just hours later after the link in our bio. Wow. Anyways, yeah, Alyssa, first and foremost, I'm so really grateful. Yeah, I just read that. Okay. Yeah, okay, there's a related story. We might get to that. Judge says $1.5 million bond for Florida man accused of trying to kidnap girl from bus stop. Yeah, because that's the part I really like that. Okay, and here's the perp right here. That's his name, Jared Stagna. Anyways. The suspect, Jared Paul Stagna, had allegedly painted his van in an effort to disguise it following local media report, but still had traces of the blue slime on his clothes from wrestling with the West Pensacola girl, Fox News reports. The victim at the time of the attempted abduction was playing with blue slime, Escambina Sheriff Chip Simmons said at the news conference Wednesday. The suspect, when we caught him, had blue slime all over his own arms. And there's more. Attempted kidnapping a young girl caught by surveillance camera in West Pensacola. I knew that might be a better evidence if the cops do find him, Alyssa said. Stagna had reportedly been charged with attempted kidnapping of a child and 13 aggravated assault battery. He's been on $1.5 million bond. Sheriff said he had an extensive criminal past, including child sex abuse charges, according to sheriffs. And let's go play the video.
Office says this shows 30-year-old Jared Stanga trying to grab an 11-year-old girl at her school bus stop. As you can see, she fights him off and she manages to get away from him. Stanga now faces attempted kidnapping, aggravated assault, and battery charges. He's being held on $1.5 million bond. And joining us right now to talk more about this case is Officer Zach Hudson with Lake Mary PD. Great to see you, Zach. How are you?
Hi, Amy. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Oh, I know the show that Mariska was first. I know her back in 88 or 89. Yeah. In the heat of the night, that's what it is. Yeah, that's the show. That's a good show, actually.
Okay, so obviously this is a very disconcerting video, right? But in a way, I'm thankful that it was caught on video because there is a lot to be learned from this, isn't there?
There really is. The first thing that you want to take as far as notes are what she did. She did what was necessary in order to get away from this guy. And that is something that probably could have saved her life.
Well, and one of the things that we do know as well is that he did have a knife with him, right? Which would not be unusual. If someone is going to do something like this, they probably have some sort of weapon, which that only adds to sort of the confusion for the child. What should they do? How do you handle something like that?
Well, you know, kids are quick. The faster a kid gets out of there, the better. Awareness is a major issue. You know, we got to talk to our kids. We got to make sure they understand when they're in public, they have to have an extra level of awareness. Things like stranger danger programs. And,
you know, like you want to have your P's and Q's, be resilient all around.
Have a plan and they understand what an appropriate response would be to get away from somebody.
Well, the other thing, too, I think is important here is that she did everything right leading up to this as well. We know that she told her high school principal, or her principal at middle school, that someone had driven up to the bus stop, that they spoke to her, that she was concerned about it. She did the right things leading up to this, but then this still happened.
Yeah, you also have to share that information with law enforcement. I don't know if that happened or not in this particular case. What I do know is her responses were outstanding. You know, when somebody grabs you, to drop your center of gravity is something they often teach in self-defense courses. I give her a lot of credit, and I'm just very thankful that she's okay.
I know that you're also a parent. Zach, when you watched this as a parent, what were some of the things going through your mind?
You know, the first thing I felt was anger. Anger that our kids have to worry about these things. But the reality is they do. We can't live in fear, but we have to live, you know, in an element of awareness. You know, when you see things coming, when your head is up, you're not looking at your phone. I often tell my kids, get your face out of your phone when you're in a parking lot or when you're in a public area. Get those earbuds out. You know, it's a scary world out there.
No,
Well, that's a good point too. It's like when you're in like a crowded area like that, you like you walking around the streets like that. You know, you don't want to be looking at your phone or you're busy listening to it. You want to have your eyes, and you want to be aware of your surroundings because you don't know when things are going to kick off and go wrong. And then that's often makes a good point.
It certainly is. And again, a lot to be learned from this. And we're so glad that it turned out the way it did. She got away, and the person is now in jail. Officer Zach Hudson, thank you so much. Great to talk to you as always.
Yeah, glad that scumbag's in jail. Because you never know, man. What if he really did take her back into the SVU or like that? You know what his sentence would have put. At the least, he probably attempted to rape her like that. Or worst case, he probably pimped her out, put like human trafficking, sex trade or child trafficking like that. But yeah, I like this story. I mean, yeah, that came out at a good end. That she watched, it's awesome. That's the thing about TV. You learn things like that. Like the Law and Orders. Other cases like Criminal Minds. Like Blue Bloods and stuff like that. You learn stuff like that. You learn tactics like that. Like defense tactics or tactics what to carry, like, to weaponize yourself against scumbag and creeps like this. That's a good story. With that, I send him out of here. Mike Joe, peace out.